the literal swamp that produced the Obamas. And here we have the perfect stitch-up of the Democrat Party, the entertainment industry, and the media all in one. So what's Jussie Smollett do as soon as it begins to be clear that his lie is unfolding? He hires Harvey Weinstein's crisis control people. And then he hires Mark Garaglos, whatever his name is, the attorney who works for CNN, who is Michael Jackson's attorney, who is Chris Brown's attorney, a man who makes a career getting pedophiles and wife beaters off the hook. And then we realize that not only did Smollett grow up in a communist household with ties to the Black Panthers, but he also works with Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris was one of the first Democrats to jump on this hoax, this obvious hoax, to use it to advance her own political agenda. And then also on the other side of the political spectrum, you have Kim Foxx. So you have Kim Foxx, who Kamala Harris was her mentor. Kim Foxx's campaign was funded by George Soros. We know this now. And all it takes was a phone call from the Obamas for her to drop this prosecution. This is the reason why President Trump won. And this is the reason why President Trump will win again. It's not because Russians are hiding in your cereal bowl, and it's not because there's Nazis running around and white supremacists. It's this level of corruption. It's this evil level of corruption on the Democratic Party that everyone sees. And people may be dismayed by this, but I don't think they will be dismayed in November 2020.
What do you think would happen to you if you did something like this? Or, by the way, if you lied about weapons of mass destruction or a Russia conspiracy, or if you tanked the housing market and profited from it, do you think you'd get off scot-free?
Of course I would, and I'd probably be in prison for the rest of my life. I mean, all I have to do is say I like President Trump as a gay man, and I'll never work in mainstream media again. This man has every privilege of. Jesse, can I have some of your privilege? I would love that kind of privilege. Meanwhile, look at all the damage he caused, right? Look at all the money wasted, all the man hours wasted from the Chicago Police Department, who did a terrific job. Yeah. And he gets off scot-free. He nearly caused a race war. And what? Meanwhile, you've got black men who don't have privilege, like Jussie Smollett, who are rotting in jail because of bags of marijuana. So who has privilege? And meanwhile, he's the first one to try to insult people like me or people who like the president and all
right.
the worst things in the book.
You're written off as a non-person. So look, I'm just wondering what you make of the press take on this. And we heard it from Jeff Zucker's spokesman over on CNN. He said, well, we don't really know. There's no way to know who's telling the truth, who's lying. We're kind of agnostic on it. It's just one of the great mysteries. It's the Yeti. What do you think of that?
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Because after the charges were filed against him from a grand jury who only heard a sliver of the evidence and decided to file 16 charges against him, the media and the Democrats were no longer saying he didn't do this. Everyone knew he did. They knew he did it. They were trying to cover for him. They were trying to cover for their terrible reporting. Now that that's been reversed, they've gone back and saying, well, I guess we just don't know.
Just don't know.
It's just a mystery.
just waiting for some evidence, I guess.
Just waiting, but we'll never know.
We really can't pass judgment on it. That's
we'll
right.
Never know.
We're newsmen here.
It's like Roswell,
can't jump to
it's like
conclusions.
aliens. Yeah, we'll just never know.
It's hilarious. Chadwick Moore, thank you very much. Good to see you.
Thanks, Tucker.